Previously on Follow the Leader.
So, how does Davey enter the scene?
Davey literally just comes running pell-mell down the hall, and catches on to the. Well, no, the door's closed to the med bay, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You guys closed it, yeah.
But it's not locked.
It's not locked, yeah. So I think he comes running into the med bay because someone screamed. That means someone's in pain. Let's grab the doctor.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I think this sweet summer child.
It's just like you hear his feet like running down the hallway, and then the door just slams open,
and then Aura immediately goes, "He shot me."
What?
Davey, calm down.
He's dangerous.
I heard a scream, and someone has to be. And why is there so much blood on the floor?
Go get Joe.
No, do not go get Joe.
He's dangerous.
Davey, listen to me.
He's gonna kill you too.
Aura, shut the fuck up. Davey.
Oh.
I need you to listen to me. I need you to not yell. I will shoot you again.
He admits it.
Kari! We now return you to your game, already in progress.
Yeah, yep, that seems right.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My cat came out from underneath the bed when I started yelling. So yeah, he pulls himself back into the hallway and just starts yelling for Kari.
We're already on our way, so that's that's good.
Maybe it's Davey yelling Kari that makes Joe and Kari belt it from the.
Right, like maybe Davey was close enough to hear it through the walls, but like it wasn't loud enough to be heard in the cockpit.
Yeah, but when it's suddenly yelling, Kari, then they all start running, because
it was definitely Kari's known Davey long enough to know the difference between I'm having a dramatic moment and genuine panic.
Right.
Yes. So he's just kind of standing in the hallway yelling. And backing away from Evander.
So I want to say that Joe gets there first.
I also very much want Joe to get there first.
Yep. This is still the same scene. It's good. Is
it the same scene, or have we moved on to somebody else's scene at this point?
Well, it's Davey's scene directly afterwards.
So
why
don't we say that last scene ended? How would we say that last scene ended?
Well, it depends. I would say it's more negative than positive, unless this is what Evander wants to happen, in which case it would be positive.
It's not.
It's it's negative. It's definitely negative.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hit me with that negative dice.
Using up those negative dice.
Okay.
We'll just wait until we get to the aftermath table, you guys.
Yeah,
it's very exciting.
So it's Davey's. Technically, it's Davey's scene. Are you establishing this, Mab, or do you want to define the outcome?
I'll establish it. We'll just keep going in the same direction we were.
Okay.
Which was poorly. That's the direction, right?
Yep.
Okay, is everybody there?
I think by this point, Joe comes wheeling in, and
Joe's gonna take one look at the situation and be like, Evander, what the fuck?
I just need everyone to calm down. We can
talk. Calm down.
I just know if that's. He shot me.
You know what? I have absolutely no doubt in this situation that you were the one who shot first. So I'm gonna need you to shut up.
Well, and like, okay, here's the thing: where is the sword?
Probably still in my hand.
So you're still okay.
Like I dropped it on the floor.
So Ara is still either holding or like it's clearly Ara's sword that is in the med bay.
Yeah,
so like,
I mean, Ara isn't really trying to trick anybody.
Yeah,
Ara just looks like right at Kari and says, "Kari, this is. You understand? I had to try to take him out. He was going to ruin the whole operation. I know you trust him, but you can't. And he shot me, and he's going to report us."
You tried to stab him?
He was going to... Listen.
I wasn't going to do anything.
What?
We need this money. Davey needs this money.
Don't bring fucking Davey into this because you decided you couldn't trust... Davey, it's fine. You need to calm down, sweetheart.
Kari, I think this is the exact opposite of fine.
I think that Joe is gonna go and like put an arm on Davey's shoulder like... Come over here. Just let's let these two sort this out.
Let's let the adults talk.
Let's let the adults talk. I will hold you in my very big, strong arms, and you will be protected. That's not something that... Okay. Davey,
your hands are going to be fine.
Your hands are going to be absolutely fine.
I'm not worried about my hands at this point. I'm worried about Ara's leg at this
question.
point.
Does Davey have the taser in his hand right now? As well. I want to...
Admittedly, I feel like I think he was carrying it with him.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's, like, obviously in his hand right now. Like, I was just like, but it's like that, or he stuck it in his back pocket, which is dumb.
Oh, that's
I love this idiot. He's so good.
He is also that dumb child and would probably holster it in his back pocket when he doesn't have a holster.
Yeah.
The safety's on. Whatever that means.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
So I think what Evander does is like I think Evander like puts his gun down on the counter, or like it's already down, like he doesn't have it when he was like moving Ara like up onto like the med bay like bed thing, and he just like puts his hands up like and it's just like, I wasn't planning on shooting anyone today. But
today,
or hopefully in the near future, or in the entire future, just
stop bullshitting.
You're the one who came in here with a sword, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
And I had reasons.
Kari, listen, I want to stick to the plan. We all want to stick to the plan, right?
I thought that was the case, and I just look at Ara.
The part of the plan wasn't fucking this narc.
Davey's eyes go wide.
Which narc are we talking about?
Kari.
Okay.
No, I mean, Kari. I mean, we're talking about Evander.
Okay, yeah.
But it was just like.
So far, no one on this ship has narked on anyone. And I was planning on having it stay that way until you attempted to kill me. So, I think the situation has changed. For sure.
Alright. You win, but Kari, look at me. You can't trust him. Remember that I tried, okay?
What the
From where we're standing, we can't trust you.
I honestly don't know who is trusting who, or what's going on here. There's a lot more drama happening on the ship than I was aware of.
Can that be where the scene ends, please?
Yeah, that's got to be scene ends.
And I think that's that feels like a positive.
Yeah, I mean, like... like a calm's been reached of sorts, like a truce of sorts.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we have a brig?
Well,
no,
I think
probably
Ara's
not.
gonna stay in the med bay.
Yeah.
I did get shot.
Yeah, like he's not really going anywhere.
Joe definitely does sort of suggests that we tie Ara down or something.
Nice.
Yeah,
and then immediately it's like, I want to be very clear, this is not a sex thing. You're good, you're not that good. He like turns to Ara and he says that.
What? I think Ara's just like too fucking upset to fucking
to fucking fuck.
And just puts his hands over his face and like starts crying.
Oh, buddy.
Did we mark off the positive one?
No, we have 2 scenes left.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't add the positive dice to Davey's column though.
I just did.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Jade. Last 2 scenes.
Kari is taking Evander up to the bridge and is locking the door. And the 2 of them are going to have a conversation.
Okay.
A conversation.
Okay. Sure. Listen. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Well, this is a clusterfuck. And not the fun kind. I've had those. Like...
You're telling me.
I'm so sorry.
This is Han laughing. This is not Evander laughing.
Okay, yeah. I figured it was...
Yeah. You couldn't have known he was going to come at me with a fucking sword.
I can't believe he still fucking has that fucking sword. How long have we been out of the military and he's still carrying that shit around?
I just don't understand. Who uses swords?
They're ceremonial. They're just... I'd be surprised if it actually managed to hurt you with it. Knowing him, he probably didn't even have the thought to sharpen it. Like, fuck.
Kari.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't, but...
I know.
Okay.
I mean, if we get to port and then Ara sees that the deal's going to go fine, though we still need somebody to fucking sell because Joe's not going to be able to do it.
Listen, I can do it. It's...
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. That's... You'd still do that, even after all of that. You'd still do that.
I need you all to know that, thank you, that Alix did just type, I'm getting ultra cucked right now.
That's good. It's very good.
I needed that on the record.
Yep. Something
Sorry,
important.
that is why I started laughing also.
Yeah. God, Jade, what was the last thing you said?
Just like thank you. It was sort of along the lines of
yeah.
Oh, it was like you can?
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah, no, I can take care of it. It's
the feds are here. The feds are here.
The weed police are here. Fuck.
Okay. I think that Kari crosses over to you, pushes you against the locked bridge door, and goes up on tiptoes because Kari is short and kisses you.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
a positive scene ending.
Positive.
Yeah. That's that. I think that's scene. Just
it's super scene.
Okay, I guess the last scene is mine, which is gonna be
yeah.
Gonna be negative, but that makes sense with what Ari has been doing lately.
Yeah, God. I mean, what do you want? Well, no, it's wild. It can be positive or negative.
Yeah, that's right.
So what? Do you want to establish it, Alix, and decide like what's going on here? Like, is this like a day or two later when they arrive at the port, or what? Or do you want to have the say on if you get a positive or a negative, and we have to make it work?
I don't know. I mean, does anybody have ideas for scenes?
Honestly, I would love to do a scene where, like, fucking, I don't know, like once we arrive at the port, like, what happens?
I mean, that's kind of what the aftermath could be.
Yeah, I'm still undecided on, like, what Evander's going to do, and I want that to be decided by the aftermath.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we got stuff to do afterwards. I thought that, like, the last thing we did was, like, the last thing.
No,
okay,
it's like the tilt. We do a load of math, and then everyone gets their own bullshit aftermath. It's great.
We go around in a circle, and I will share those aftermath pages with you also. Yeah. And then, after we do our math.
Right.
After we do our math, then we get our aftermath.
Okay.
Yeah, and like depending on what y'all like get, then I think that decides.
Yeah,
you know.
Really
I
shape
want to
right.
resolve the scene.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
So is it Ara still in the med bay with who?
I kind of love it being Davey.
Actually,
Yeah.
Like Davey's the one who's like visiting him or whatever the fuck.
Like Joe, like they got Ara tied up in the med bay loosely, and like Davey is the one that goes in to visit, like trying
and, like, bring
to
him dinner and
understand what
stuff.
happened, but also like trying to understand what happened because Davey knows nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Did anyone explain the weed deal to him after the
Nope.
fact?
Maybe.
Nope.
Probably not.
Yeah, like Davey comes in, brings some dinner, and like, do you want me to help with your leg? I can try to clean it. I guess.
I mean, for everything that Evander is, he's a good doctor. He cleaned it fine. Could you just stay with me a while?
Yeah. I don't.
It's
gonna
cold
be
in
fine,
here.
right?
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Holy shit, my dude.
Realization comes over Davey's face, and he goes, "Okay," and he just comes and he sits down next to you, shoulder to shoulder.
Aw.
Baby.
I've made a lot of mistakes.
This seems to be the general trend of how this has been going.
But I want you to understand, I was just trying to make sure everything turned out okay. I'm not convinced that Evander isn't going to send us all to prison.
And Kari's role in this?
Kari and I had a secret, and Kari told Evander, and that hurt me.
And he's just like looking down at his lap, and he's just kind of like fiddling with like the cuff of his shirt a little bit. Do you really think he would turn you in?
I still think he might. I don't. Nothing good is going to happen to me.
Oh, come now. Can't have that kind of a dour outlook on things.
Can't I?
There's one thing I learned. You just always gotta keep going.
Yeah, I mean, that's good advice. I mean, once they untie me and my leg heals, I guess it won't be so bad in prison.
What reason would he have to turn you in?
I mean, what we were doing was something very illegal. You understand? You used to be like the personification of law.
Oh, well. See where that got the rest of my family, huh?
Just thank you for talking to me.
Of course. That's what I'm here for, right? To be of assistance for anyone who needs it. A lot of good that did, but you know.
You were fine, and at least your hands are okay.
For now, at least, right? Yeah. Well, sorry about your leg. I'm sure it'll heal. It'll heal well.
Okay, I mean, I think that's probably a good place to end it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that can be positive because I feel like you got a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
They just sit there in silence.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the box.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Guys, we
All
did
right.
it.
Well,
Oh my God.
It's time to do some rolling.
I mean,
All right, hold on a hot second. Let me get you guys those aftermath tables. So yeah, so basically what we did with the tilt, you will roll your positive dice and roll your negative dice, and then subtract them for your final total. And so
okay, wait. Hold up. What are we doing?
Basically, you roll your dice. So in your case, and you have one positive dice to roll and two negative. Whichever is the higher amount, you deduct that from the other.
Okay.
So, and then obviously it depends what color is high as well. So obviously, if you ended up with more negative than positive, then that would be like negative high or black high as it's described in the original.
Negative high.
Negative high. Yeah, that's kind of where we are. But you could end up with a positive high. But yeah, basically you roll however many dice you've got for each, and whichever one is the higher amount, you deduct.
I'm going to go up and roll in the dice stuff channel because we have that channel and we don't use it for anything.
That's true.
Okay.
It's true. For non-dice thing.
So I
ended up with 4 positive.
So I subtract the higher number from the lower number?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Basically.
Or wait, you subtract the lower number
you're
from
not
the
gonna...
higher number? What?
Yeah,
it's like how you do math. You're not going to end up with you're not going to do 2 minus 6 and then have a negative 4. You're going to do 6 minus 2.
Oh, okay.
Just remember if
you said
6
that,
was
said
positive
it the other way
or
around.
negative. No, I'm imagining as you write it out, you have the number 2 and then minus 6, as opposed to 6 on top minus 2.
Oh,
I don't math. I was an English major.
It's the smaller number minus the higher number.
No, bigger number minus smaller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then whichever one was the bigger number is the one determines whether it's black or white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you know which one's which.
6 minus 1 equals 5, and it's black because that was more of it, right?
So I got an 8 negative high.
Okay. So I got okay.
So I got positive. No, and
1.
Yeah, I got a 1, but a 1
positive or
white.
1 white die.
It's horrible either way.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is horrible either way. I am certainly dead. Fuck.
Oh, dang!
Oh my god!
However many dice you've got determines how the aftermath goes as well. It's
all right. Well, I got 3 positive.
Nice.
All right.
So this is individual for the aftermath, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Fuck.
I got black 5, right? If I had a 6 and a 1.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the way it works, you get your results off the aftermath chart. When negative results are generally physical and white results are generally social, mental, or emotional. You really don't want the dice to cancel each other out. You play the aftermath as a montage with one "this is" statement per dice associated with your character. Here's the format. You take one of the dice that ended up in front of you and say, "This is my character doing something." It should be active and it should be something about your guy, not somebody else. Then somebody else takes a die and does the same thing. You're describing the outcome of the game, maybe tightly focused, maybe meandering across many years. Your group will find its own preferred way of handling the montage. Keep it brisk, broad, colourful and poignant. When you are out of dice, your story is over. I'd like to point out I have a stupid amount of dice.
Okay, can everyone just go around and say what they ended up with so we know how other people made it out of here?
Yeah.
Oh wait, so I ended up with 1 black dice. Yeah.
Yours is 1 black. Okay,
I
I read that wrong.
So bad. I ended up with
that?
bad. Black 1. Horrible. You are probably dead. Other people, probably innocent people, are as well. There is no justice. There is no mercy. Everything is utterly painfully screwed, and it is all of it, your fault.
Oh,
okay.
Sweet Joe. Sweet Joe.
So I ended up with black 8, which is nothing to write home about. Back to where you started. Maybe sore and broke just like yesterday and tomorrow. You probably learned something, though, like how to do it right next time. Next time.
I ended up with white 3, grim. The stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed, and you are missing a piece or two. Oh, in a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All of your plans have ended in complete ruin.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right,
okay, guys. So for Kari, I ended up with positive 10.
Oh, fucking hell yeah.
You've made
You
it
can
out.
take care of me.
You've made it out with dignity intact, though through some fluke. There might even be a little profit or self-respect or something. Time to throw a little party for all your friends.
Okay, so I guess that determines that Evander definitely did not sell them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or he covered for Kari.
I ended up with Black 5 rough. You are getting whipped like a rented mule for starters, and you will remember this episode for all your diminished days. The lesson you learned will be profound, lingering, and painful.
Jeez.
So you ended up in jail somehow anyways, even though Evander didn't sell you.
Well, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I know exactly what it is. Okay, we're good.
So how do we start the aftermath? Like, is it just the turn
we
order?
Go around, turn order. So, Sam, you go ahead and start.
Yeah.
And you just get as many times, like, recounting what happens to your character as you have dice.
So you get 4.
So do I get, like, one
and
at a time and we go around? Or?
One at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess... Fuck. Okay, so... Shit, I don't even know where to start here. Everything.
Theoretically, nothing really bad happened to you.
I mean, because
very bad happens to me.
I mean, we could start with us, like, we could do this any time in chronology. We could literally start these statements with when we get off the ship at the port, like, as a way of thinking about how to shape it. But yeah.
So Joe, like, gets off the ship and is like, so am I still pretending that the deal is on? Like, he's not really sure what's going on because he, like, obviously this whole thing happened with Ara, but, like, you know, Evander told him to pretend like the deal was still on, so he's still gonna go meet up with the guy who he had agreed to have be the dealer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
That's not what I expected. Okay.
He's like, well, he's going to try to go tell that guy that, like, the deal's off, because he's like, I don't know that I can do this.
Oh, okay, so he doesn't have the stuff.
He does not have the stuff. He's just, like, leaving. He's, like, going to the guy and being like, I don't have the stuff. Shit went down on our ship. A dude got shot. Like, I don't know that this is, like, a thing that I can be part of anymore.
Yeah.
That's a really good starter. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, so then this is basically the ship landing and Evander and Kari and Davey and Joe, I guess, walking off of it, and you get a snapshot of, like, whatever the feds, police, authority are going onto the ship, and Ara is still in the med bay, and the weed is with him.
With Ara?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So this dice is Davey, as he is just very quiet, a lot more quiet than he used to be, and it's been a wild few months through space, and he, left space. He left for space on the aftermath of his family being brutally murdered, and he thought he could put that all behind him. It's not working out too well.
I think you see Kari connecting with another. I think you see a shot of him hugging Evander, and just there's a quiet moment that you can't hear what they're saying because the camera's too far away, but Kari pulls back and looks like impossibly fond.
Oh my god.
And takes Davey, and he's got some friends here. He's going to see about getting them hooked up with somewhere to live. At least for a bit, try and find a job.
Okay. I mean, I think Ara's definitely, like, in jail. And, this is, like, a terrible space jail, which is, I got distracted thinking about how terrible the prison system is. But I think he's definitely, like...
That's a mood.
His leg didn't really heal. Like, I mean, it's still healing, but they're still making him, like, do, like, hard labor.
Oh, jeez.
Yikes. Sorry, Ara.
Okay, so this dice is, Joe giving Evander a kiss, like, probably right in front of Kari, let's be real.
He's that bitch.
Giving him a kiss and being like, I need to go deal with some stuff, but I'll be back. Just, like, trust me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
And then he takes off. He takes off in, like, a direction towards where his meeting spot was supposed to be.
Wow. Jesus. Okay. So this die, Jesus, is, I think it's just, like, a series of shots of, like, Evander doing the job he's on this goddamn planet to do, which is, like, take down these very, very specific criminals, and, like, he does it, and he's, like, it works, it's fine, he does the job that he was supposed to do.
This is Davey. It's a few months down the line, not too far, but he doesn't end up going for a modeling gig. The idea of cameras in his face don't sound appealing anymore. The idea of people continuing to pry into his private life doesn't sound appealing anymore. He spends not necessarily like a lot of time at home, but surely does not get out nearly as much as Kari would want him to.
This die is Kari working in the kitchen of a friend's. It's a diner. It's one of those sort of homey places. It sees a lot of people coming and going, and he's in his element. He's like flirting with the customers, and like you see just a day of him working and chatting to people, and at the end, like walking up the stairs to the apartment where he and Davey live with food for him, and just looking worried when Davey isn't eating.
Oh. Okay. I think Ara is like in prison and like gets a letter basically saying like that he has been like retroactively like stripped of all of his like military honors and stuff. Something like that. And then maybe like another letter, which is, I don't know, maybe a letter from Davey or something, and just reading it and like kind of feeling through it, like how depressed Davey is, and just like not knowing whether to like crumple the letter up into like a ball or like save it, and just like kind of curling into the fetal position on his bunk.
So
tell me how Joe fucking dies.
Yeah.
So you said that you still did your job and like reported some like drug dealers to the.
Oh no, I killed them.
You killed them. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So
bear in mind you got 2 die.
I still have
as well.
2 die left. Is the problem?
Yeah.
You can't die yet.
I can't die yet.
Can't die till the last.
Yeah.
Well, because you killed them, but the worst thing would be is if you accidentally killed Joe while going to go kill them because Joe is there.
Oh no.
Yes.
But I can't do that yet because I still have 2 dice left. So,
I mean, you can like do
stretch that out, yeah.
Yeah, like
I
don't think the job is done for another like year. I think it like is a, I don't know.
Oh
like,
yeah, actually, I would say so. Like this die is Joe gets like actually caught up in this drug deal now, and is now like as a result of failing to deliver the goods because they got stolen, but taken by the feds. Like, Joe now has a debt to these drug dealers and actively has to work for them.
God.
in this sort of shady underground deal.
Yep.
God.
Okay.
I feel so bad for my boy.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna leave that last bit to your last die, Sam. So I think this my last die. This one is, I think, because like what I ended up nothing to write home about, like where we started. If I think he leaves this planet when he's done, and he never comes back. Like he doesn't have no reason to, but like he never gets assigned there again, and like continues to do what he does until he like retires. And like it's not bad, but he never makes any like really lasting connections with anyone.
Oh, this is sad, you guys.
Whoops.
I love
It's Fiasco.
Game's sad.
This is a fiasco, alright. So, this is Davey, and it's every so often just wakes up in a cold sweat. Nightmares have been haunting him. And he thinks, like, even now, like, someone's going to come and find him. And that it doesn't matter that, someone was just like, no, it's okay. They don't really care about you anymore. Like, the powerhouse of the family is dead. Obviously, Davey couldn't, never thought he could do anything or be influential in any sort of way. And he tries to tell himself that, and it's just like, hey, no, you're a useless kid. This is fine. You'll always have people taking care of you because you can't take care of yourself. And that doesn't stop him from being like, no, there's still someone out there who has my name on a bullet, and I'm just waiting for that moment.
This poor boy.
This is Kari. You see him torn between worrying about Davey and also wanting more than to be a glorified babysitter, because Davey doesn't talk to him anymore. He's like become more and more reclusive, and his paranoia just makes him harder and harder to talk to. And so Kari goes out more, and I think the camera shows him going to visit Ara in prison to try and talk to him.
About what?
An apology?
To apologise. Like, I don't think Kari knew what was going to happen when they landed, but also was angry at Ara for not having faith in him for what they were trying to do. So a part of him thinks that Ara probably deserved it, but like Ara is also in prison, and that's shit. So Kari visits. And I think this is the first we see the camera shows him visiting for the first time, and it's been a while, but he is there. Whether Ara sees him or not is a different matter.
I think Ara would see him, but it wouldn't be like. Actually, I think that Ara is like, I had something planned for my last scene. This is kind of going into my last scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think with Kari there, like, Ara at first is just like super quiet, but then just gets really angry, and it's just like, you could have tried to save me. Like, my life is terrible now, and ends up like starting like a fight in the middle of like the visitation room, and ends up getting like more time added onto his sentence for that. And just in general, Ara never really like escapes, like, even though this is like not like, it wasn't the most serious conviction in the world, like, just one thing leads to another, and basically never gets to live like a completely free life ever again, and also never gets to leave this planet. He finds like some joy in, you know, I'm sure that he has other friendships and relationships with other, you know, sometimes with other criminals, and like, you know, sometimes gets out and is like, you know, finds moments of joy, but in general is just forever haunted by how badly this went. And I don't think ever talks to Kari again after that visit.
Fair.
Wow, okay. So this last die is when Joe dies. Which is, you know, imagine like a seedy like warehouse where some kind of drug deal is going down, and then there's, you know, a sniper's like laser pointer type thing, and Joe is down. And I don't know if Evander even ever knew that he just killed Joe.
I don't think he did. I think Joe probably looks, I'm sure Joe was also like still attempting to protect his own identity.
Yeah, he was hiding who he was for sure. You know, his hair was different. He was wearing some pretty like, you know, low-key clothing, which is not how he usually dresses. Right. So, you know, Evander kills Joe, and Evander doesn't even know that he did it.
Yep.
God, this is so fucking sad, you guys.
I love Fiasco.
It's really good, you guys.
Y'all have 2 more dice left. Come on.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to think where Davey goes. So I think this dice is like Davey's making an attempt now. It's, you know, maybe he got scolded by Kari, or maybe he went to go talk to Ara before things got too bad, and it's like, no, I can do this. I can do this. He tries to maybe go to school, or like take online classes to like figure out if something is interesting, you know, anything that he can do. And he definitely wants to try to make steps to like for his own benefit and benefit for others. It's a very slow process, and he has to start over a few times, but like it's something at least. And, you know, he's trying, but it's just, it always feels like 2 steps backward for 1 step forward for him.
This die is Kari watching a news report about a drug deal gone wrong in a warehouse, and I think the camera is on his face rather than what he's watching, and we see a look of recognition and distress on his face as he realizes what he's seeing and who he's seeing.
I bet you the news would go fucking wild when, like,
you
know, the face of this, you know, interplanetary travel agency got caught dealing drugs.
Yeah, and
the scandal. Also got caught dealing drugs because they died in the middle of it.
And you see that, and I think you see him reacting to sound and shutting off the news report as Davey comes back into the room and just trying to protect him still.
So, last round. I think that this is, you know, years down the line, and it's Davey's just sitting there looking at his stupid, dumb fucking taser. Like, what the shit? What does this even mean? What is the point of all of this? Some family heirloom, a fucking taser? Like, what is it? It tases people. Ooh, la. And he has carried this around with him for ages. And the knowledge that it is dumb and useless like he is has stuck with him. And so, like, this is him taking the taser and tossing it over a bridge. You know, maybe selling it. He doesn't know what to do with it yet. He's definitely mentally trying to figure out, like, the best step of how to get rid of this. And it definitely probably ends with him, like, finally just getting up and going to find Kari and just, you know, trying to figure out what the next step is for him. And it's, like, the first time in years, I think, that he's finally sat down to talk to Kari about it. And to figure out what the next step is and what he can do and what they can do. Maybe they can sell the taser. It's pretty. The box is pretty. You know, someone will want it. It's kind of like, you know, the whole thing at the beginning of the Anastasia movie. And it's just like, wow, maybe a Romanoff had this. Who knows? We'll just sell it. And it's just like, hey, you know, maybe there's some wild collector out there that wants to, you know, gather memorabilia from the Jane family, and he could just be like, yeah, this is totally their family heirloom. It was just in a pile of trash after everything was done.
This is a few years further down the line. Kari knows that Davey, while not happy, is at least sort of able to look after himself. And lets himself, now that he's not, like, in this bodyguard / babysitter role that he's been in for years at this point, has a bit of freedom, and he managed to save up a little bit of money. So he buys himself a little ship and heads off-world. And because I am this person, I think we have a scene of him going into a bar on a nice planet. Hell, wait, what's it called? Wait. Are we
talking about New Atlantis?
I am talking about the Atlantis colony on Europa. And I think he goes into a bar, and I'd like to say that Kari is looking very good now. He's gone a bit salt and pepper at the temples. Immaculate eyeliner, earrings, and he slides into a stool.
You hear it in Han's voice.
Yep, next to Evander at the bar. And buys him a drink. And that's it. That's the final scene.
Yeah.
Nice game. All right. I just blew up my audio. Sorry, Nora. So everyone, thanks for joining us for Fiasco. Do we do sign-offs?
We do sign-offs, yeah.
Yes.
I was like, have we figured out an outro yet? Again, my name is Mab. You can find me on Twitter at LittleLadyMab, and you can find the show at FTLcast, both on Twitter. Playing with me today, thank you for the lovely casting crew.
Just a reminder, I'm Sam, and I again played Joe, and you can find me on Twitter at SACALOW, SAKLO, which is my first initial and my last name.
Yeah, when I bought the thing from you on Etsy, and I was just like, oh!
Yep.
Okay, I'm Han. You can find me on Twitter at Mercutios with an E.
I'm Jade. You can find me on Twitter at Jade Oxford Rose, and I don't know whether I should apologise or celebrate in the glory of playing Kari, the fuckiest of mums.
I love them.
I love them.
Yeah. And
Davey appreciates having you in his life.
And I'm Alix. You can find me on Twitter at Gizmet Nemesis, which is just the Homestuck word, but bigger.
Yeah, everyone. All right.
God,
cue outro music.
I think it's worth saying. I think it's worth saying on air. Dora just said, "Do we have our first sad episode?" And yeah, we do. Yeah,
we do.
Hell yeah, we do.
Have our first sad episode.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play Fiasco.
I'm so proud of us.
It does not end well.
All right, y'all.
Let's do a clap.
Oh, we gotta do the clap. Okay.